charlas. Mira, qué bonito. ¡Qué chingada!
¡Rebeldes! ¡Escuchen cómo cantan mis tíos! ¡Por gastarme ¡Cada tiro explota, loco! ¡Como si estás chingando! ¡Pendejo!
Mira, ¿qué está haciendo ese tipo?
¡Tengan cuidado! Very good, amigo! Now keep moving! Here it comes! ¡Excelente! ¡Bien hecho!
¡Qué salvajería!
Vaya! That will teach them!
Hey, come on!
Excellent horse! Now go speak to the general! He will want to thank you personally! ¡Por aquí, imbécil! ¿Por qué no me sigues?
Gracias. You're a friend to Mexico. Here's a little money, a sign of my gratitude. Now we must leave.
Are you the foreman, mister? I got a package for you from a Mr. Tollitz.
Oh, thank you so much, my friend. What was the delay?
Trouble over in Nasalita.
Army or rebels? Politics, my friend, is for fools. Which is why we see so much of it down here. Land of morons. Gets in the way of real work.
If you say so.
Here's the money from Mr. Tollitz. I'll get this to the workers right away.
That's quite a sum. Must be valuable stuff.
You have no idea, gringo. No idea. If you would have known, you would have kept it all yourself. I wouldn't waste any time getting that money to Mr. Tollitz.
Yeah. Mr. Tollitz, I've got your money.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. I damn well knew you were the kind of chap to be trusted. A fine fellow, sir. Fine fellow indeed. Unlikely to run off and report me to the authorities, what?
Report what, Tollitz?
Well, the Dagos here don't appreciate the terrible needs we answer. Building a country's hard, sir. It's hard. Our opium's nasty business, but it's necessary. Necessary.
Opium?
What do you mean you didn't even sneak a taste of that package? Are you mad, sir? That's fine stuff. Straight from Ongo Bongo land, somewhere.
You used me.
Well, are you a moralist or just a fool?
Both, I guess.
We provide a much-needed service for the railroad workers. Help ease the pain and loneliness, them being so far away from home and all that. But there's nothing wrong with the stuff. Smoked it myself for years.
Here, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Well, thank you. Here's hoping we can do business again in the future. Beats dealing with the bloody savages. If I'm not mistaken, our business is done here. Eres llorón, maricón, me das asco. Hablas lealtad, pero eres transparente. Estarás aplaudiendo cuando mi cabeza está empelado, ¿verdad?
No, mi excelencia. Mis hombres y yo estamos trabajando noche y día por su honor.
¿Honor? ¿Qué eres, un muchacho? Jovencito sin vergüenza. ¿Qué diablos es este cabrón?
That's the man who helped us defeat Reyes. The man I spoke to you of. A friend of Mexico.
Hello, sir.
Hola, gringo. So you are the bounty hunter, huh? Have you found your prey yet?
No, sir.
Perhaps you come to hunt me, huh? Your country loves to make trouble in mine.
Perhaps, but it isn't so.
Perhaps I should tie you to a horse
And let it drag you around town. Or let the dogs fight you, huh? Then see what you say.
I'd say the same thing. I'm here to bring two men to justice. Nothing more. Your politics or ideas of entertainment are not my concern.
I suppose not. Pero son tuyos. Sinceramente, espero que me encontraste alguna compañía más interesante que esa bruja que me traíste anoche.
Let me ask you this, sir. Do you know anything of the men I'm looking for?
Escuela is from this province. His father was a borracho, a drunk who worked as a laborer on land cultivated by my uncle. Men like that are natural allies for Reyes. My people have lived and worked here for 100 years. We brought civilization. And these people, these fucking monkeys, despise us. We brought them God! And they turned their back on him. Now I fight to help them from themselves, to save them from themselves. I see in their faces that they would kill me if they could. They see only a tyrant. That is the way it is. These people need a ruler.
Well, sorry to hear that.
Sorry? Why be sorry? It is a way of mankind. A fight between two forces. Que será, será. What will be, will be. But I know one thing, Senor Marston. Force, force, must be used if you're to have your own way.
I'm sure.
Now, perhaps you can do me a favor while I find these men for you.
After we find the men, then I'll help in any way I can.
You are in no position to negotiate. Now, por favor, a bunch of these idiots men are fighting at Tesoro Azul. Now you head there and you lend your support. Baboso, ¿cuántas veces voy a decirte? No ponga detrás de mí. ¿Qué eres, cabrón? No está mi sombra. Vaya.
I sent some men ahead. We'll meet them there.
Let's go. So I finally met your great leader. He certainly lives up to his reputation.
What would you know about leadership?
Only that most can't handle power.
It is easy to criticize power when you have never had it yourself. Maybe it is because you have never been in the presence of a strong man before. I have seen the pictures of your country in the newspapers. Men preening and decorating themselves like women. Vanity is the legacy the British left behind.
Look, I don't know the fella. Just saying. That's how he treats his own men.
Coronel Allende controls any situation he's in because he knows that situation can never be allowed to control him. It is what a leader must do. And in case you had not noticed, we're fighting a war. We're all under a lot of pressure.
Pressure to find young girls?
The Coronel needs recreation like everyone else. He does not have time to court women. He's waging a war on ignorance and is impatient for victory. He's trying to inspire wisdom in those more stupid than himself. My men left some time ago. We're already late. Come on, let's see if you can write. Come on! You can do better than that.
Come on!
Muy bien! Very good! You just wait! Coming!
Go!
Hijo de puta! Right behind you! Goes to the Tesoro Azul now. If my men are dead, the rebels will all die. If they're alive, they are filming, and the rebels will all die.
So, I guess we ain't taking any prisoners then.
Traitors will be made to suffer, shown that we will not tolerate a rebellion any longer. They're animals. We'll slaughter them accordingly.
Whoa there!
¡Idiota! ¿Pero qué haces? ¿Por qué tardaste tanto? ¿Y quién es este gringo? Usted, por favor. Cada hombre ayuda. I hope you fight better than this little girl, gringo. Come, let's have some fun.
Pelao, sucio.
¿Te gusta el sonido de balazos, cabrón?
Observa mi puntería, pelao. Es perfecto.
Escuchen la melodía del estilo.
All right, let's see.
I heard the little oars crying in that house over there. Remember, nobody takes them before Allende.
We did all this just to get women for Allende?
No, that's just a bonus. This village is riddled with rebels. Make sure they don't have homes to come back to. There are fire bottles over there. Use them to burn down some of these houses.
And what makes you think I'd do that?
You want to find Javier Escuela, don't you? John, you're helping Mexico. ¡Vámonos, muchachos! ¡Buen trabajo!
Yo me quedo aquí para vigilar el gringo, capitán de Santa.
Here it comes!
No me hagas repetir, ¿eh? Now the last one! Isn't that beautiful?
You really are pathetic.
You need to relax. Come back to the villa and sample some of the new girls before they spoil.
Muy interesante. Gracias, amigos. Mr. Marston, how the devil are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Mr. Ricketts?
I'm good. I'm glad you're here because these men were just telling me about Mr. Escuela.
Javier Escuela?
Emilio, let me ask you something. His nombre is Javier Señor Escuela? Is Javier to see?
No sé, señor.
He doesn't know.
I got that bit. Ask him, was he about 5'8"? Mustache? Did he have an American in tow? A big American?
Emilio, estaba con Randy Americano.
Yo no sé.
Again, I got that.
But they do have his sister. Emilio's, I mean. She's a fine young woman, a teacher, a human being, not the clothed vermin so many people seem to have turned into.
Tell him I'm sorry.
When a man's family is involved, you need a little more enthusiasm than mere apologies.
I have enough worries, sir. This man's problems pain me, but they're not quite my own.
Those who sit on the fence make a choice, in their own way. Don't you think, Mr. Marston?
Of course. And what about you, Ricketts? A man living in the past? A man who ran away from home? What choice did you make?
I'll tell you what choice I made. I'm a fighter, sir, and I'll fight to the end. I think we should get going. I'm gonna take the train. Right ahead to El Matadero.
Muchas muchachas se enamoran con Abraham Reyes.
I've been hearing some things about you, John Marston. Really? That perhaps you're more in need of my help than I thought.
Is that so?
There's some recent encounters with this Bill Williamson fella haven't gone exactly in your favor.
Funny how everyone seems to know my business, but nothing about the men I'm looking for.
It isn't easy getting the locals to talk. It's the only way to travel, so they keep telling me. We'll get off at Casa Madrugada and ride from there. Ram, don't worry about me. I'm too old to sleep. I'll wake you when we get there. First stop, El Matadero. We need to find a man called Carlos. I was told he could help us. We'll ask around when we get there. But we don't want to draw attention. See if you can keep your gun holstered for once.
You're the hero around here, Mr. Ricketts. Not me. What does the army want with this Luisa girl anyway?
She's a rebel, and apparently close to their leader, Reyes. She's a pretty young thing. That's normally reason enough for a Linde.
So I've heard.
She's a good woman, a teacher. If they lay a finger on her, I swear I'll feed those bastards their balls. Here we are. Looks kind of sleepy, don't it? All right, let's find this Carlos guy. Carlos.
See?
We're here for Luisa. She's still being held up in the caves?
Yes. She's still up there. Who's the cowboy?
We're here to help.
Muy bien. I can distract the guards. You and the gringo can get inside.
Let's do it. We're ready for this.
bochornoso, ¿verdad?
¡No puedes estar aquí!
Oye, soy yo, Carlos. Pues trabajo en el matadero.
No me importa quién eres. Esta es una zona militar prohibida. Vete acá.
Me gustan sus botas.
My killers will not take no for an answer.